Oops, pardon me.
And then just grab the sit tag.
Thank you, Papa.
Back a row. Yeah, no problem.
Oops, pardon me here. I seem to have landed my TARDIS in the middle of our set.
Ow, Francis, that hurt. You hit me in the head.
Let's see, where am I going to put the prize here?
I just got checked faster.
Oh, it didn't quite work.
I get to sit in the audience tonight. Woohoo. I'll get to smell my BO. That's not Barack Obama.
There we go. Welcome to Miracle Pictures, everybody.
Right, how you doing?
Wow, we got quite a crowd here tonight.
Yeah, buddy. That's how we like it.
Die-hard Doctor Who fans, I would say.
Alrighty, welcome to ThereyWood Squares. I'm your host, Francis Seven, and tonight we're hanging out at Miracle Pictures Studio and celebrating basically a little bit early the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. So lots of sort of Doctor Who and British related questions tonight, and that should puzzle the heck out of our contestants. Don't you think?
Oh, if only I was there. I'm British. I watch it all the time.
Uh-oh.
Now, actually, do
Okay.
we have a zone? Are we doing this in the zone chat box or what?
Yeah.
Can they hear you?
I don't see a zone chat box. That's why I was
Sub
just going to
ThereyWood
say.
Squares. You'll have to open the...
We're using the ThereyWood Squares box. Okay, good. I'll open that up then. Thank you. So you'd need to be a member of the ThereyWood Squares Club. I think probably most of the people up in front of you are. Click on one of their name tags and join that. And then there'll be a little link on the club page to say, there I am. Actually, maybe you don't even have to join. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you do. I think you have to join. Do you want
Yeah,
to
but
join,
it's
Bob?
auto accept though, right?
Pretty sure it's set to auto accept. Anyway, so I guess most of this evening's festivities will be held in that ThereyWood Squares club chat. So once again, the people up in front have that that club. Join the club. You also get club invites and random spam from me. No, honestly, I hardly know how to use the system myself. So, but welcome once again to Miracle Picture Studios. And tonight we're going to have a bunch of Doctor Who themed stuff. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to using that I am now because as I see a couple blockheads, they may not be able to see me either. Testing. Can you guys all hear Francis 7?
No, sir.
I can hear you.
Loud and clear, Francis.
Yes, sir.
Well, probably a little too loud. Welcome to Miracle Picture Studios. Tonight's ThereyWood Squares is being sponsored by, well, moi, actually, and Miracle Picture Studios neighborhood. And we're here in Soundstage 3, which when there was closing down, this is where we were filming From There to Eternity on the set of the time tunnel, as it were. And this studio was specifically constructed for that particular project. Well, not that we knew there was closing or anything. Anyhow, welcome to the ThereyWood Squares. Now, this evening, Crazy Jess, you've been selected to be Miss O. Come on down. And is it Montegro, I think, is been selected for Mr. X. Come on down, Montegro.
Can you hear him, people? We're in a zone box. Not in a zone box, but we're in the Club I Am.
Yeah, and Montegro, come on down. You got selected to be Mr. X. I can see you standing up there on top of the blue thing. And once again, we're in a sort of a club chat I am, so if you're not in that, you're probably not going to hear too much. It's called the ThereyWood Squares group. And there's Montegro. Montegro, you gotta grab the other one on the other side. I know it's kind of confusing with all the sit tags right there. But it lets them see pretty darn good. Okay, we're still waiting for Crazy Jess to come on down and be Miss O.
Crazy Jess.
That's, yeah.
I'm trying to wait on her.
Apologies there. Is that person not here anymore?
No, she's here. I'm looking right at her.
Hey, Crazy.
Crazy
You get to
Jess
win
doesn't
some
always for you.
money. Maybe she's idling.
She's new to the game. She doesn't really understand how to play it, but I told her very easy.
Yeah, it's very easy. So if you haven't played ThereyWood Squares before, you get cash. I think it's for every right answer. We count them up at the end. And if you win 2 out of 3 or 2 games in a row, whichever comes first, you get to well, drive away usually, but in this case, you get to fly away. I probably should be doing this in the chat box. You can't hear in the. Are you in the Squares chat box, Crazy Jess?
Oh. Wait a minute.
But she's
Wait.
saying no. Yeah, very funny. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
back to the chat box. So basically, it's played like a game of tic-tac-toe. You want to get your letter, in your case, the letter O, into all the boxes. And the way you do that is you select one of the squares you'd like to put your letter in. That person is asked a question. They give an answer to that question, which could be true, or it could be false. They could just lie if they want to. Basically, you decide whether they're telling the truth or not. You agree with them if you think that's right. You disagree with them, you think it's wrong. And if you're in correct agreement, then you get your letter in the box. If you're in incorrect agreement with them, like they say 2 plus 2 is 5, and you say that's a good idea, 2 plus 2 is 5, and it's wrong because it is, then the other person's letter would get put in the box instead, unless it would cause a win. Can't win by default. You'd have to sort of stand up and sort of just walk down the steps and then grab the sit tag on the little box next to me. There you go. Anyhow, welcome to our fun game. Oh yeah, the winner this evening is going to be flying away in that rather blue police public call box hoverboat down there. And also a second place winner will be rolling away, as it were, in a brand new plunger robot prop, which Kelayna was wearing a minute ago. Can't see where she went now. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this party started, as it were, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, which comes up, what day is it, day after tomorrow? Yeah, Saturday.
Indeed.
Thank you, Andy. All right, so Integro, you're representing the letter X. You get to select which square you'd like to have answer a question for you first.
All right, I'd like to go with the middle square.
Well, good choice, as it is played like a game of tic-tac-toe. I believe that's I'm So Sad. Where's that Kate?
That's not Kate.
Okay, it's not Kate. Marky's on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Who's left?
Will that be I'm So Sexy? Are you
There we
there?
go.
Oh, yeah, she's here. Okay. Wait, I have to have the questions. Okay. Let's look back in time a little bit. I'm So Sexy. Hey, Phantom, you're kind of on hands-free there. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm So Sexy. In one of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV episodes, that is, one of the regulars, he had a code name, was the Doctor. Now, which one of the Buffy regulars would that have been? What does that say?
She said Spanky.
Spanky. Would you agree or disagree?
I'll have to.
I'm sorry, Montegra, I didn't hear your answer.
I agree.
Unfortunately, as far as I understand, Spanky wasn't one of the regulars on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so unfortunately that would be an incorrect agreement, and Circle will get the center square. We were actually looking for the vampire named Spike. The vampire named Spike, his code name was the Doctor. All right, and now we're over to Crazy Jess. Which one of our wonderful squares would you like to call upon? JS in the center right. All right, JS, you're not going to lie to our contestant here, are you?
Now, would I do a thing like that?
Well, anyhow, here's your question. Who first played Doctor Who on TV? We're looking for the name of the actor. Who was the first person to play Doctor Who on TV?
I'm thinking Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard. Would you agree or disagree? And unfortunately, Mark Goddard, wasn't he like on Lost in Space?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Major Don West on Lost in Space. We were actually looking for William Hartnell. William Hartnell played the first Doctor Who, so unfortunately that was a incorrect agreement, and so X will get the square. And we're back over to Montegro.
I'll take the bottom right.
It's me, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Time tunnel got me there for a split second. Montegro, which one did you select?
The bottom right.
The bottom right is Phantom.
Howdy doody.
Well, no, that's another TV show. We're dealing with Doctor Who today. So here's your question. Introduced in 1968, what tool was used by the Doctor? Introduced back in 1968, what tool was used by the Doctor?
Now that would be revealing my age now. I always loved Doctor Who. It was a screwdriver, believe it or not. A sonic screwdriver.
A sonic screwdriver. Would you agree or disagree?
I'm gonna have to. I'd be an idiot too.
So what did you just say? I'm sorry.
I agree.
Ah, you've agreed. And that would be a correct agreement because it's not just a drink you can order at the bar. The sonic screwdriver was indeed invented and first used by the Doctor in 1968, or he first used it anyway. So X gets the square. And we're back over to Crazy. Jess, which one of those remaining squares are you going to pick on now? Keep in mind it is played like a game of tic-tac-toe. Emma in the top right for the block. Emma, ready to answer a question?
Yes, sir.
All right, Emma. What late-night television talk show does the cold open with the Dalek and talks about watching the Doctor Who series when he was a boy? What late-night television talk show does a cold opening with the Dalek and often talks about watching the series when he was a boy?
And you know what? He has phone boothy things on his desk, too, because I watch his show all the time. It is Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson. Would you agree or disagree? She's thinking it over. Do 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 do. Wait, I don't have to sing the Jeopardy theme. Jess. Oh, you're going to agree. Okay, very good. And that would be correct agreement because Craig Ferguson is a little bit of a Doctor Who geek. So, oh wait, you're O, so O gets the block.
Alrighty.
And we're back over to Montegro.
I'll take the bottom left.
Bottom left is Lost in the Woods. No, sorry, Leaf. You guys switched spots. That's confusing.
Oh, Lost confuses us quite a bit.
All right. lost again? Lost? That can be hard when you have to ask somebody for help. Be like, who's on first? Oh, well, who's on first?
See the shirt that says, "Hi, I'm lost."
I am lost. All right, here's your question there, Leaf. What does the name TARDIS mean? What does the name TARDIS mean? I flew in one of those things earlier.
I believe TARDIS is an acronym, and I'm sure it has to do with, space and time travel. I'm gonna say time and relative dimension in space. TARDIS.
Time and relative. Well, at least the letters fit. Would you agree or disagree?
I'd agree.
And that would be a correct agreement. X gets the bottom left square. And we're back over to Jess. Yeah, block. Most likely, but she hasn't selected yet. Crazy Jess, you there? Crazy Jess. You can also just type, oh yeah, bottom, middle, yeah. See, that kind of stuff works really good. Okay. That would be a Marky.
Yes.
Marky, from which planet does Doctor Who originate?
Am I right? It's Dakito, I think?
I'm sorry, what did you say? Dakito. Would you agree
Yes.
or disagree? Unfortunately, we were looking for Gallifrey. Doctor Who originates on the planet Gallifrey. Now, let's see. X can't get the win by default, so we're back over to Montegra.
Let's try the bottom middle again.
Alrighty, Marky. Here comes another question.
Okie dokie.
Alright, Marky.
Yes, sir.
How many of the Dalek costumes from the 1960s have actually survived?
Believe it or not, they all have. There was a fire on the... I'm not going to go into that. They're all... so I think that's 15. They're all here.
15. Would you
Yes,
agree
sir.
or disagree?
I'll agree.
Unfortunately, the Dalek costumes from the 1960s, which survived, actually numbered in the number 3. As a matter of fact, most episodes they have Daleks in them only have 3 costumes. They just run around in a circle and pretend, keep coming through the door over and over again. Since they all look alike, it works out well. So, Circle will get the block. And we're back over to Crazy Jess. The top middle is Kate. Yes, you. All right. Of all the actors who've played the Doctor, this one appeared in 173 episodes of the series, more than any other actor. Who was he?
All the actors, Doctor, more than any other actor. I'm going to say Tom Baker.
Tom Baker. Would you agree or disagree? No, unfortunately, she wasn't lying to you for once. Which is kind of odd for her. She usually does like quite, well, she's quite the sly fox, as it were, when it comes to lying. But unfortunately, she was telling the truth. Tom Baker actually appeared in the series more than any other actor in 173 episodes. So X will get the square. This doesn't cause a win, right? Okay, so block. And we're back over to Montegra.
I'll take Jetter square.
Jetter in the center left. Ready?
Ready.
First question? All right. What part of his body does the Doctor keep in a jar in the TARDIS? What part of his body does the Doctor keep in a jar in the TARDIS?
I'm gonna guess it's his thumb.
His thumb. Would you agree or disagree?
I'm gonna have to disagree. Technically, it's his hand, right?
And that would be a correct agreement, because Doctor Who actually did keep his hand from an episode where it was cut off while he was regenerating in a jar of the TARDIS, at least for a while. So X will get the square, and we're back over to Crazy Jess.
How come we still don't have the square up for Kate? Who got that?
Got it.
Oh, with X. Kate, if you get a chance, put out an X.
Sounds like one of my tricks.
So it looks like basically there's only one left. So I guess she's selecting Lost in the Woods last. Sorry, Lost, you're being picked last today.
Hey, it's better to be picked last than never.
Good point. All right. Which Queen of England does the Doctor suggest was infected by werewolves? Was it Elizabeth II, Elizabeth I, Queen Victoria, or Queen Mary?
I do believe it was Elizabeth I.
Elizabeth I. Do you agree or disagree? Unfortunately, we were actually looking for Queen Victoria. So X can't win by default. So we're back over to Montegra. Not too many choices left.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I even have a choice?
Not really, no.
Then I'll go with Lost.
All right, Lost in the Woods. The hovercraft-type vehicle that was also capable of flight was designed under the name the Whomobile. Is that true or false?
I think that would be false.
I think that would be false. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
And that is a correct agreement, because indeed it is false. It was originally designed as a vehicle called the Alien and was later renamed the Whomobile when it was used on the TV show. So X gets the square and the win of the first game. And as we clear off our board of all the X's and letters and thingamabobs and such, we'll check in with our celebrity squares. And since Marky was the first one to give her letter, we'll start with you, Marky. What you been up to recently?
Oh my gosh, getting ready for Thanksgiving already. I am an amazing cook, but I've never in my life cooked pot roast, and we decided that as a family wanted to do a pot roast for Thanksgiving, and so I was going to do a practice pot roast. Oh my God, people were sick. It was terrible. Oh.
Ew.
You
Yeah.
had us thinking that was great.
Well, there you go. Hold it.
I'm so sexy. What you been up in there recently?
Not much. The same old, same old.
Okay, Kate's happy. What you've been plotting and scheming about?
I have been building a tavern at the Ridge for Tasha 907 pub night, so that she can have a home base for that when she's not traveling. And I have been talking with all wonderful hosts and hostesses regarding what kinds of fun things they're going to be doing for the upcoming Return of the Wizard theme that starts November 29th and goes till December 6th. I am the coordinator for the events for that week. So that's been taking quite a bit of my time. I actually spent more time yesterday working on the Return of the Wizard than I did running my business in real life.
Yeah, well, their themed events do have that tendency to impact people's lives that way. Isn't it great? All right. Let's hear it for the addicted. Lost in the Woods, what you been up to in there recently?
Just doing a little track building up at Asteroid. I'm also known as Top of the World. If you think you can do it, give it a try. It's not the easiest one I've made so far. About it. Happened with
He's back. Give him a second to get
I
it.
apologize. I've seg violated. I'll be back in a second here.
You've been violated, huh?
Hey, Kate, what's wrong with your voice? You sound like you're in a different
I
time.
am on my daughter's laptop because I'm babysitting my grandson tonight. So that's why.
Oh, okay.
About being babysit my grandson and be a ThereyWood square at the same time.
She cut the end off a tin can and stuck her microphone in it.
No, Kelayna. No. No. You leave her house alone. You need a spanking.
Testing. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
I could hear you. Welcome back, Francis.
Kelayna, I lost the I am with you. Can you send that to me again? All right, we'll begin momentarily. I think we checked in with Lost last. Let's see what Judder's been up to in there recently.
Nothing different, just the same.
You might like to talk in the box, honey.
Yeah, in this box.
Still enjoying there.
Well, all right. Well, that's good, because if you hated being here, it probably wouldn't make much sense. Let's see, Leaf, what you been up to in there recently?
Well, I've been doing some wonderful quests and playing some cards, and I started consulting over at Misfit Cove recently. Apparently, they're getting ready to put up a whole bunch of trees around the island to fortify the shoreline against the impending flood that's going to be happening and possible tsunami.
Where?
at Misfit Cove.
Ah. Well, tell them all to hold on, and tomorrow morning I'll model them a big wooden ark or something. All right.
Roger that.
Let's check in with Emma, the top right.
Well, I have been doing the same stuff I usually am. Bingo, theme planning meeting, helping other people, and trying to piece together a new Aurora map.
Very cool. Jess, what you been doing in there recently?
Well, other than working on a few more, designing a few more buggies, just trying to spend as much time as I can with my wife there in the center square, and trying also to avoid getting hit with a frying pan or a rolling pin at the same time.
Frying pan and a rolling pin at the same time.
Yes, I take my props and I hit him pretty hard.
I was going to say, maybe I could model a two-handed prop so you get him with both at the same time, but sounds like...
That would be awesome. That would be awesome, Francis.
Two-node matrimonial bliss prop. Yeah, that's what we could call it. No, it's too many letters, isn't it? All right, well, Jess, I'm actually kind of busy modeling some stuff for the Wizard of Nene event. Just did a dog that follows you around, a little blackishly brown thing.
Yes, and it's absolutely adorable.
Oh, cute.
Yes, today the dog, tomorrow the basket. Moo-ha-ha! All right, and I think it's got Phantom down at the bottom.
Correct.
Phantom, what you been up to in there recently?
Well, today I went for a very good job interview. I've been preparing for it this week. I'll hear back perhaps on Monday for it. I've been preparing a cannonball run, and
All right, very interesting.
And that's it.
Okay. And I myself have been doing, a whole lot of modeling recently. By the way, if you like the plunger robot prop, I think that's what it's called, plunger robot, I think. Can't really remember even though I made it. It was a special request there, so get yours while they last. They are at cost, so in auction, so I'm not making anything off it. I'm not quite sure it was quite parody enough, so. All right, moving right along. In our second round, we have a super secret square, and since you haven't played the game before, Crazy Jess, you might not know that. But when somebody calls upon that square, you'll then hear Kelayna make the following sound.
Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Which is the happy sound a Dalek makes when it's engaged in marital bliss with a Cyberman. So, when you hear that sound, that means that you've called upon the secret square. Yeah, that just violated the laws of man, God, and copyright of a couple different estates at the same time. So, but when you call upon that square, that'll be our secret square for the day. And if you're in correct agreement with the answer that square gives you, you'll win a fistful of cash big enough to choke a noob, which will be very handy, especially if you ever meet a noob that you don't like. All right, so let's move right along, and let's see now. I do believe that Montegra won the last round, so we will start first with Crazy Jess. She's taking I'm So Sexy in the center square. Sexy, ready to answer a question?
I'm ready.
When was the Doctor Who TV program first broadcast? When was the TV program first broadcast?
That would be 1963, November 23rd.
November 23rd, 1963. Would you agree or disagree? And that would be a correct agreement. Very good. And so Circle will get the square. And we'll move back over to Montegro.
I'll take Judder Square.
Judder was in the center left. Ready to answer a question?
Ready.
All right. What is the TARDIS disguised as? What is the TARDIS disguised as?
I believe it's disguised as a big trash can.
I'm sorry, a big what?
Trash can.
A big trash can. Would you agree or disagree?
I'm going to have to disagree.
And that would be a good disagreement, because it's actually disguised as a police telephone box, which they would used to lock criminals up in, I guess, policemen, while they waited for a car to come and collect them. So, X will get the square. And we're back over to Crazy Jeff. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, we're in the club chat. So the name of the club is ThereyWood Squares something. ThereyWood Squares, I think. You can probably find it under my profile down by the bottom. And I don't know if you have to join or not to see the links. Probably not. So you should be able to join the IM, and that's where we're talking. So if you just got here, sorry about the confusion. And I absolutely have no idea who I'm calling on next. I think it's Jess. Yes.
She said Jay.
Ah, Jay, on the center right.
Yep. Next
All
to
right.
his wife is over.
Yes, next to his wife. Very good. Okay, so, Jess, what word from the series Doctor Who was so familiar to British audiences that it was added to the Oxford English Dictionary? What word was so familiar that it was added to the Oxford English Dictionary?
Oh, that would be a Dalek.
A Dalek. Would you agree or disagree? And that would be a good agreement. So Circle gets the square, and we're back over to Montegro.
I'll take Lost in the Woods.
Don't forget to put up your circle there, and there we go. Lost in the Woods, top left. Ready for a question?
Ready to go.
All right, Lost. Here's your question. Which creature on the Doctor Who TV show has a hind brain? Which creature on Doctor Who has a hind brain? He has to think this one over himself. He has a hind brain. Yeah, Lost, are you speaking in this box?
Box. Okay. I think
you
it would
saying?
be a goon. A goon.
A goon. Would you agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
Unfortunately, we were looking for an ood. The ood evidently have a hind brain. So the circle will be getting the square. And we're back over to Crazy Jess. Lost, you're going to pull out a circle there, right? Okay. Wonder which one she'll call upon now. The bottom right. Well, it wasn't going to be Ghostbusters. Phantom,
That's me.
are you going to be lying again to this contestant?
Who, me?
Yeah, okay, well, here's the question anyway. And then I completely talked at an external window, so that didn't work at all. So, sorry about that. When actor Tom Baker played Doctor Who, he wore a shorter scarf when he had to do a scene outside than when he was inside. Why was that?
I guess the only reason people shorten things is because they don't hang themselves with it or snag themselves with it.
So,
that would be my answer.
Okay, so they to prevent the scarf snagging. That sounds wrong when you say it that way, but would you agree or disagree? And you would be correct in that agreement. They actually shortened the scarf. Tom Baker actually broke his collarbone doing a scene with a scarf at one point. So, yeah. So, Circle gets the square and the win of the second game. We'll be clearing off our circles and X's and occasionally, I think I saw like an M down there. We don't want that letter out at all. All right. So it's one each at the moment, and the third round will determine who will be flying away in the TARDIS down there this evening, and who will be rolling off in a plunger robot costume, and of course probably also a lousy copy of the home game, probably for both. So let's see. We will start off with Montegro.
All right, I'll take the middle.
Sexy, ready to answer a question?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm so sexy. Which volcano does Doctor Who and his companions watch as it explodes? Is it Mount Vesuvius, Mount Etna, Mount St. Helen, Mount Krakatoa? Oh, that's only four. Sorry, there were only four choices. It wasn't like the Spanish Inquisition or something.
I would have to say Mount Krakatoa.
All right, would you agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
And that would be a good disagreement because they actually watched Mount Vesuvius, because the episode it was in was all about Pompeii. So X gets the center square, and we're over to Crazy Jess with her goggles on. She wants Jay on the right. JS, ready to answer a question?
Yes.
The BBC owns the copyright to the design of the police box as used by... Wait a minute. The BBC owns the copyright to the design of the police box as used as the design for the TARDIS. Who did they buy the copyright from?
Well, that would be the Metropolitan Police.
The Metropolitan Police. Would you agree or disagree? And that would be a good agreement because evidently they did buy the copyright from the Metropolitan Police. I wouldn't think the police would have bothered to copyright such a thing, but maybe they did. Maybe it's just by default because they created it. All right, so Circle gets the square. And we're back over for more copyright violation to Montegro.
I'll take the top right.
Top right is Emma Jean. Ready, Emma?
Alrighty. Yep.
Tell us, Emma Jean, you're an expert at this. Who is Davros?
Well, I'm going to say that he's the writer of the show, like the one that came up with the brilliant idea of Doctor Who.
The writer who created Doctor Who. Would you agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
That would be a good disagreement, because he was actually a character on the show who created the Daleks. X gets the square.
Sorry, I get what now? What do I put up?
An X there.
Okay, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now we're back over to Crazy. Or Jess. Or both. The bottom, right, left. Oh, that would be Leaf.
Exterminate, exterminate.
And the sound of the machine choking on its own urinal cake there as it cleans out the urinal means that Leaf is our secret square. So if you're in correct agreement with this question, you'll win a fistful of cash. Leaf, ready to answer a question? Leaf? Leaf! Alvin!
Can you hear me here?
Oh, there we go. I have the wrong window syndrome all the time, too. The doctor gave what answer to Tegan when the question was asked, what is the one thing evil cannot face? Not ever. What is the thing that evil cannot face? Not ever there. Leaf?
I would have to say it's something pretty permanent. Evil cannot face change.
Evil cannot face change. Would you agree or disagree? And that would be a good disagreement. We were actually looking for evil cannot face itself. This is from the Snake Dance episode, which they recently put out on DVD with some rather nice new CGI effects in it that sort of replaced the bizarre puppet snake that was sort of the embarrassing bit of that episode. So, Circle gets the square and wins a fistful of cash, too. Very good. I think Circle gets the square, wasn't that, yes. Circle gets the square, not X, Leaf.
You win already if it was.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say. All right, we're back over to Montegro.
I'll take the top center.
Top center is Kate. Me. You. Okay, here we go. Kate, what appears in The Simpsons, Love is a Many Splendored Thing, and that's a TV episode from 2013.
Simpsons. What in The Simpsons is the TARDIS, of course.
The TARDIS makes an appearance in The Simpsons episode. What was it called? Love is a Many Splintered Thing. I'm sorry. Would you agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
And that would be a correct agreement. It does appear in that episode in a segment called Love Indubitably. So X gets the center square in the top, and we're back over to Crazy Jess. Bottom middle. All right. Marky, ready for a question?
I'm ready.
According to the television character Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, this is when he likes to watch Doctor Who. When exactly is that?
Every Sunday morning, right after he eats a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Every Sunday morning. Would you agree or disagree? And that would be a good disagreement because he likes to watch it every Saturday morning. Saturday morning. So Circle gets the block. And we're back over to Montegro.
I'll take the top left.
Top left, Lost in the Woods for the win.
Yep.
Lost. How many hearts does Doctor Who have? How many hearts does he have?
Well, I know he has more than you and me, so that would make it 2.
2. Would you agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
And that would be a correct agreement, as Doctor Who does indeed have 2 hearts. Sorry, so X gets the square and the win. Very good. Congratulations there, Montegro. You'll be flying away on our grand prize this evening. A nice police box, probably created before it was copyrighted by the BBC. Ever wrote, as seen on the front page of auctions by somebody. And also congratulations to Crazy Jess. Excellent job of doing this game show for your first time being here. And you'll be rolling away in one of these plunger robot props. And both of you guys will be having a lousy copy of the home game. Don't open it. There's nothing inside, really. It's just a box. But you can display that in your Paz or Clubhouse or whatever. And thank you for being here this evening. And I hope you guys have an excellent 50th anniversary of Doctor Who weekend. Oh, is there a dice roll? Oh, yes, that's right. Don't leave, audience. We'll be having our dice roll in just a few minutes. You might win something cool.
Jeff, read your box, please.
Or you may get a copy of the home game.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Could be. You know.
Hey.
Hey. How are you, Marky?
I'm good. I'm doing really good. Happy, cheerful.
Watch that first
had a
step.
good day. And I'm full of all kinds of trouble tonight.
Okay,
Yes.
Send me an IM, please. Pretty please.
Okay.
Should be on top.
Aye.
Kelayna, you look too cute in that.
You're gonna wear that suit up. I'm gonna wear that suit up.
So Jess gets to go run around looking like a robot plunger.
That is so cool how that eye looks at you when you talk.
Jim, when'd you get here? You been here? I never adjust my perf knob, so I see lots of blackheads.
Just be patient with me, guys. I gotta get the prizes out.
Well, if you are one, you know it. Or you don't know it.
Very good reason why I couldn't.
I have a really good view from up here. I like this. Hello, my people. Oh, Jam's higher than me now. Get off my shoulders, man!
Francis?
It felt like it. It felt like I was just beaten down.
Francis.
What, my turn?
Did you give her the
Oh, you
phone
can
or
come
anything?
closer. I
Oh, I'm
don't
sorry.
bite.
I'm supposed to give some. Yeah, that's right. You didn't lend it to me. You gave me the thing. Okay, so
No,
who was
no,
the grand prize?
no. I guess I can get that thing back. I just have to give Crazy just the plumber.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Now, when she does the dice roll, she does it where she just calls our name and
Crazy
then we
Jess,
roll
right?
the dice. And she gives us like a magic
Yes,
number
Francis.
that we have to match.
Here
Or
you go,
get
Crazy
close
Jess. I'm
to.
sorry about that. Didn't even know I had that.
How you been?
What about the police box?
Oh, that's mine.
Hey, Montegra, did you get a police box?
You get into it right now.
Oh, it's like I
What
have one in my
exactly are we
inventory,
rolling
so...
for?
If you were paying attention, my love, you would have known.
Who knows?
Frying pan.
That sounds
What are
like
we-
one of those
I don't know what we're
sayings that
rolling
where women say, if you don't know, I certainly ain't gonna tell.
Yep. I'm playing the evil wife.
As compared.
Shut up. You're definitely getting a frying pan later.
Where'd you go, Tasha?
Tara,
There
cook
you
you some
are.
eggs first or something.
Was it? Was it up here? You did it. I don't know what your deal is.
Oh look, it's Subs. Subs has paid us a visit.
Probably stressing the server out or something.
No.
I did nothing.
As always, thank you very, very much.
I
for
did
coming by.
nothing.
Maybe he's here
Going
to
to be a
inform us
cat.
that the sector's about to crash and we all need to leave.
This is going to just be a cash
Oh.
prize for 2K. And
Cats
the
don't know.
number
I
to
did
get
nothing to
closest
Kex.
to, whether you go over or you go under,
That's
is
Kayla that does stuff to Kex, not me.
63.
I did
That
it.
is,
Okay, I
the
might
first
have.
time-
But if I
first
did,
time
I ain't
here.
going to admit to it.
so let me get something up. The number to beat, to get closest to, is 63. 63. Second.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, it's in a strange place today, but the tip jar is sort of like behind my butt on the ground. So you really can't see it when you're standing up here. So if anybody feels like tipping, it helps
So
pay
we're gonna
the
drink to
whatever,
you.
I guess.
There's one over here by this sign, too.
Is there?
Yeah, right
Oh,
behind
yes, by
Tasha's
the
big
sign that says
head.
support this. I missed the sign. I'm sorry.
You see that right behind Tasha's big head? Get out of there, Tasha. Always
Nope.
disrupting stuff. Get out of there. Didn't I tell you? You should move. You're disrupting
All we need is
everything.
a prompt sonic screwdriver and a canine that follows you around.
There you go.
Oh, jeez, I could have done that in my
Jamie,
sleep.
okay, Jamie, that's your roll then for 21. Okay.
Wow, that was a mile away.
Oh, I
Now,
felt
can I
that.
have, I'm So Sexy, please?
Oh, darn it, I did it again.
What's the number to beat?
63.
63. Like
Ah,
1963?
how
63.
appropriate.
Is the number to match.
Okay, Ensign Andy?
If you can't get enough Doctor Who, BBC Radio 4 has like tons of Doctor Who. They've been playing all this week, full episodes, all kinds of different little audio dramas. Great stuff.
Lost in the Woods?
Okay. 36.
Nikki's Son?
Gotta reverse the number.
Nikki's Son? Emma?
Oh, that's me. Okay.
See, look at you. Look,
Ooh.
sit still.
Not too close.
Yes, don't get close to Emma.
Well done, Emma.
Shadow Cat? I want to say LG Joker? Leaf?
Babe, you better roll it and roll it good.
I turn the roll.
Not
Leaf?
yet. I said not yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leaf, would you like that number? Or do you want to roll again? Closer to 63.
I didn't roll yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Crazy Jess?
Go for it. 53.
Hey, that's what JS rolled a few minutes ago. Interesting.
What is this? Rolled by a Commodore 64 or something? They always had problems with random number generators that were too random.
Only 10 off.
Phantom?
I think she got a Commodore 16.
Is that the closest? No, I think it is, isn't it? I think so.
Squirrelette?
Ooh, 75. Just one under.
Yep, that's 12. The other one was only 10.
Montegro?
6.
Yeah? Mr. Bath?
And off goes the TARDIS. Although for copyright reasons it's not.
It's a police box.
Which is also copyrighted evidently. Oh well.
It's
All right,
funny how
have a good one, all.
it kind of
Thanks for the game.
goes around.
It looks like a telephone box in England.
I feel like the one
Yeah,
the
but
guy in
those telephone boxes are red.
Inspector Spacetime flies around in, right?
Go ahead, Francis. Get your roll.
My turn? 63. Here we go. No, not really. It's probably going to be 88.
88.
That was the year I was making my first Doctor Who movie.
Baxter? Marquina? Pasha?
Oh!
Ooh.
Tough.
So yeah.
5
Michael?
away.
Once again, somebody got 36. What are the odds of that?
Shadow Cat. Did I
I
get
end
you?
up getting it too.
Shadow, did I get you?
Yeah, you did. I saw his name. Yeah,
Tammy. Come on. Tammy, roll. Roll. Jam, come roll the dice.
Oh, Jam, can you see that? Can you see the thing from here? Yay! Didn't beat me, though. Crazy Jess and JF did, though. Did anyone else get closer? I missed it. I missed what was going on. My dogs were barking at me. They were pushing my hand off the computer and everything.
Trick Angel?
Awesome, Tasha.
So let's see, with 68, that would be the closest. The winner is... Better sing for me, Tasha.
All right.
Thank
Congrats,
you.
Tasha.
Oh, wait, Jutter, wait, give Jutter a roll, wait. Roll, I didn't give Jutter, I'm sorry.
Somebody.
30.
Now Tasha
Bill?
won.
It's Tasha.
Good going, Tasha.
Thank you all for coming. And thank you, Francis and
everybody.
Miracle Pictures for
Francis,
sponsoring.
thanks for doing this. And we know you've been sick. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, yeah, it was quite fun.